Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Kyla, and in this video I'm going to share all of the books that I plan on reading in the month of February. Now, my reading list for this month is a little bit smaller than it usually is because I plan on tackling 2 series this month. Well, duologies, but still they're kind of bigger books, so my reading list overall is a little bit smaller. Who knows what will happen? I might end up having time to read more than what's on this list, but I definitely want to prioritize this list first, of course, and there are some of the books that I don't actually have here with me, so I will put them on the screen when I talk about them. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get started. The first book that I plan on reading this month, and quite literally I mean the first book that I plan on reading this month, is Finley Donovan Jumps the Gun. I have been waiting for this one. It is one of my most highly anticipated books for this year. I love this series so much. It literally like sits behind me. That's how much I love it, and I am so stoked for this 3rd installment. Who knows what they are going to get up to, but I do not care. I cannot wait. This comes out on January 31st, so it's still a couple of days away as I'm filming this, but you bet your butt I'm going to run to Barnes & Noble and pick up a copy immediately. I cannot wait, and I won't be able to wait any longer, so it is definitely going to be my first read in the month of February, and it just so happens to be the Literally Dead book club's pick for February as well, which is Books in Lala or Kayla's book club, and I am just so excited to read this, but also for that live show because there are so many guest hosts for the month of February to talk about this book, and I'm just like over the moon thrilled. So that'll be my first read. And then let's dive into some fantasy that I plan on reading because February is definitely going to be a little bit fantasy heavy for me. Fantasy February, is that a thing? I don't know, but it's going to be in this house. And the first duology series that I plan on reading is Legendborn and Bloodmarked. I cannot wait. I've been wanting to read these back to back, and it's time. It's going to happen. I am so excited. And the only thing that I know about these books is that they are kind of inspired by King Arthur, a King Arthur retelling of sorts, but like female, and I'm so excited. We have our main character and her mother passes away and she gets sent off to this school, I believe, and she witnesses some magic and she's like, hey, wait, excuse me, my magic? That's a thing? And then who knows what happens from there, but I am so excited. These covers are gorgeous, and I've checked out the audiobooks from Libby as well, so I'll be listening while reading, and I hope that is like the best experience ever. But yeah, it's finally happening. Legendborn, and like these covers are perfect for the month of February. We have the pink, we have the red, we have the purples, and it's just a vibe, and I'm here for it. And then we have the second series duology that I plan on reading, which is fantasy, dark academia, bit of a mystery thriller vibe going on. I'm sure you can guess what it is before I even hold these up, and it is Ninth House and Hellbent. I was debating whether or not I was going to read these this month, but they are sitting there, they are staring at me, and ever since I got Hellbent, I just have been itching to read them, and I want to do it before more reviews of this start circulating around because I won't lie, I've seen some reviews and they're not great, and I don't want my reading experience of these to be tainted in any sort of way, so I need to get to them as soon as possible to formulate my own opinion and block out all of the chatter that's happening. So it's going to happen this month. I also have the audiobooks checked out from my library, or at least for this one, not for this one. Maybe it will come off my hold in time, who knows, but I'm stoked. I cannot wait. And all I know about this one is we are following a main character, Alex, who goes to Yale, which like I just went and visited Yale a couple of months ago and just like perused around it. It was during my Gilmore Girls vlog, so if you haven't seen it, I will link it in the cards as well as below. It was the best time ever. Yale is definitely a vibe. It's stunning. The campus is gorgeous, and we just did all the things. But anyways, in this book, our main character Alex, it goes to Yale, and she is the sole survivor of a multiple homicide, and something happens, and there's secret societies, and that's really all I know. I know the dark academia vibes are real in this book. I know that there's secret societies, which like, yes please. And then we also have this kind of thriller mystery happening about the homicide that she survived. Honestly, probably not describing this that well, but that's okay. I don't want to know a ton going into it. Like I said, I want to go into it blind, have my own reading experience, and it is happening along with the sequel in the month of February. Both of those will be vlogs as well, so you will get to see my experience, and I'm so excited to share it with you. I think it's going to be a time. Those will be 2 separate vlogs, one for Legendborn and one for Ninth House, so keep your eyes peeled for those. And then I do have one other reading vlog planned for the month of February, and I'm going to keep the majority of that TBR a secret, but one book that I do plan on including in it is Belladonna by Adeline Grace. This is a book that I have been seeing such good reviews for, and it's a little bit outside of my comfort zone, but I still am so excited. I am obsessed with this cover. Ignore the sticker, I still have to get it off, but I just am stoked. This is a gothic fantasy, and all I really know is that our main character was orphaned at a really young age, and she's had multiple guardians who have been more so wanting her money than to actually take care of her. And then we are introduced to a family called the Hawthorns. And excuse me, first of all, my maiden name is Hawthorne, so I just feel like it's meant to be. Also, can we talk about the inheritance games and the Hawthorns? I'm like, is it? I know it's not connected, but like I'm gonna keep thinking that, and it's just gonna remind me of that. But I love that. I'm so excited. And I'm stoked for the vlog and the other books that I'm going to include in this, but again, you will have to wait and see. This vlog is definitely something outside of my comfort zone, but I'm pumped, and I feel like February is the perfect time to read more books like this. Maybe that's a hint, maybe it's not. You'll have to wait and see. And then some random books that I plan on reading in the month of February. Granted, I have time after all of these other ones, is finally getting to We Spread by Ian Reid. I feel like this will probably be very early in the month for me, maybe even after Finley Donovan. I don't know, maybe before, and I'll use Finley Donovan as like a mind cleanse, because I do know that this book is very deep and very heavy, so I think I'll probably need an emotional cleanse after that, but I'm very excited. I mean, obviously, everyone's been raving about this book. I've heard nothing but incredible things. I love Ian Reid and his writing, and I love his ominous endings, and I just love the emotional horror that he does. It's so interesting, and he truly is just so unique, so I'm excited to get to this one. And then one other one that I plan on getting to is the next in the Wayward Children series, which is for me Beneath the Sugar Sky. This is number 3 in the series. I do have it ordered, it just hasn't come in the mail yet, and I'm slowly working my way through this series. I would love to binge read it, but I'm enjoying taking my time with it, really savoring it. So this month I'm going to be reading book 3, and I don't know who this follows, I'm not going to lie. I don't really look at any of the synopsises beforehand. I like being surprised to see whose perspective we get to read from next, or whose story we get to see next. So I don't know anything about it, so don't spoil it for me, but I am very excited to read it. As of right now, that is all of my reading plans. Like I said, I've kept it a little bit lighter. I mean, there's still a lot of books here, but overall, I've kept it a little bit light because these 2 series are a bit heftier. These are longer books, and the ones that I have for my reading vlog are also a little bit longer. But regardless, list. I'm just still so stoked to get to all of these. I mean, some of these have been on my TBR for a while, and I just feel in my bones that it's time to get to them. And it's happening. It's finally happening, and I cannot wait, and I cannot wait to share it with you. And yeah, that is it. I would love to know in the comments what you plan on reading in the month of February. What does your TBR look like? Are you going for more romance this month, or are you just completely going off the rails? I would love to know what's on your TBR, so leave it as a comment below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of these reading vlogs. Hit the bell so you never miss a video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! I think I should probably throw my shrivelly, wrinkly pumpkin away and not have that in the background anymore. We'll just go ahead and move this candle over. Oh, I wish there was smell-o-vision. This smells so good. Like the perfect coffee shop. Okay. Are we situated? We're situated.
With you and I, the future